The European Data Protection Board, EDPB, guidelines on Article 25 of the GDPR regarding data protection by design and by default, DPbDD, provide an in-depth analysis and recommendations for implementing these principles effectively. These guidelines are pivotal for any data controller aiming to comply with GDPR, focusing on embedding data protection measures into processing activities from the design phase and by default, ensuring that the privacy and protection of individual data are integral to the processing activities. Key highlights of the EDPB guidelines. Scope and obligation. DPbDD applies universally to all data controllers, regardless of the size or complexity of data processing activities. It emphasizes that data protection should be an integral part of the processing lifecycle, from the onset of designing processing systems to their deployment and operation. Data protection by design. This involves integrating data protection principles and measures into the processing activities from the beginning. It requires controllers to take into account the state of the art, the cost of implementation, and the nature, scope, context, and purposes of processing, ensuring the rights and freedoms of data subjects are protected through technical and organizational measures. Data protection by default. Controllers must ensure that only personal data which is necessary for each specific purpose of the processing is processed by default. This minimizes the amount of personal data collected, processed, and stored, adhering to the principles of data minimization and limiting access to personal data to those necessary. Implementing data protection principles. The guidelines provide detailed advice on how to apply the principles of transparency, lawfulness, fairness, purpose limitation, data minimization, accuracy, storage limitation, and integrity and confidentiality in the context of DPbDD. This includes practical examples and recommendations for each principle, guiding controllers on how to operationalize these concepts. Certification and enforcement. Article 25(3) introduces the concept of certification as a means for controllers to demonstrate compliance with DPbDD requirements. The guidelines encourage the adoption of certification mechanisms and codes of conduct as tools to showcase compliance and build trust with data subjects. Recommendations. The EDPB offers recommendations to controllers, processors, and product developers on cooperating to achieve DPbDD. It highlights the importance of using DPbDD as a competitive advantage and encourages controllers, especially SMEs, to leverage certifications and codes of conduct to demonstrate their commitment to data protection. In summary, the EDPB's guidelines on DPbDD are a comprehensive resource for controllers seeking to embed data protection into their processing activities in compliance with the GDPR. By following these guidelines, controllers can ensure they not only adhere to regulatory requirements but also enhance trust and ensure the protection of data subjects' rights and freedoms.